very nice of you, but you know, what I would really like to do is I'd like to do my part against Anderson. I'd like Dan Henderson to do his part against whoever he comes in contact with at 205, and maybe we could just run along together for a little while. That would be my real hope. But I've got an agreement at 185. There's a lot of guys that need beat up at 185. Yeah, for some reason, Vitor Belfort thinks he's just like slid off my radar, you know, all of a sudden running his mouth. Well, I'm not a hard guy to find, Vitor, so I will find you, brother. Anybody else? I don't buy into that whole, you know, you shouldn't work out with the guy if you got. I don't know what the difference is. I can remember being a wrestler. I used to go to the Olympic Training Center. We're in this tournament. The Cubans are out there. We're working out. The Cuban coach sets up a tripod and he locks it right on me. You know, he locks it right on me, but he thinks he's being sneaky. He's over here doing other stuff, but the camera's facing me, facing my workout, because I'm going to wrestle the Cuban in the quarterfinals. So I stopped the workout. I walked over to his coach and I said, "Let me save you the time. I'm going to shoot a high crotch for this leg, a single leg for this leg. I'm going to beat on your head. When you get tired, I'm going to run you out of bounds in the third round. Film it all you want." So, as far as I'm concerned, train the guy all you want. If your skills are good, you're going to be able to execute against him anyway. And if they're not, you suck anyway. Go to the back of the line. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next one over here. Go ahead, bud.
Good evening, Mr. Sonnen. My name's Raul. I'm a fireman from Miami, 42 years practicing.
Thank you, buddy.
Mr. Sonnen, a common thread in all the disciplines of martial arts throughout the years since the beginning of time have been respect and humility. Somewhere along the line, I'm sure it was taught to you, starting off, but somewhere along the line, you abandoned that. You brought entertainment, the likes of Don King Productions, Floyd Mayweather, WWF. I know it's brought you attention, but do you feel that you've abandoned that long tradition in the martial arts for years? And please remember that not only are you representing the martial arts, but you're also representing America in almost 200 countries in UFC. What is your comment on that? What is your comment to the young practitioners that are coming up that may not be buying into your ways? By the way, you're wonderful on the mat, you're a great champion. I just wish you would act like sometimes with a little bit, just a little bit more respect. That's all.
I'm not a martial artist, and God handed God. I'm an award-winning author, and I don't even know the word martial means. I'm not 100% I can spell martial, and I know I couldn't define it. So as far as the martial arts realm, in fairness, you have no realm of reference outside of what Hollywood taught you in the martial arts. You've never seen the martial arts outside of the UFC. You didn't go to a junior high, a high school, or college and head into the martial arts. You've never been to a martial arts competition. Hollywood taught you to bow. Hollywood taught you to wear pajamas with little cotton, different colored belts. Hollywood taught you that it was about respect, not real life. I'm not a martial artist. I am a gangster from West Bend, Oregon. And I'm going to
Thank you, all.
I say, my toughest opponent was Yushin Okami. You know, but I think that Michael Bisping fight was a really hard fight for me, and I fought a guy named Terry Martin, who had a run in the UFC, and he's kind of disappeared from the scene, and that was a really hard night for me, but they're all hard fights. I've never had an easy fight. You know, whatever energy you got, you go out and use it all, and you leave at the end of the night feeling like you got hit by a truck.
Terry Martin from Chicago.
In the sport of fighting here, I look up to three guys. I got Matt Dunlap, Dan Henderson, and Randy Couture. Those are the guys that are they're the ones that got up in the loft and threw the ladder down so I could climb up in it behind them. So without hesitation. Well, I can tell you this. You know, I don't know if wrestling is a great base, but hard work is a great base. And wrestling is very hard. So a lot of times you come from that. And again, you know, and I teased your father a little bit earlier, but I was talking about the martial arts. You know, these are guys punching the air. This stuff's phony. This is stuff you learn in Hollywood. There's no other reference that any of us have besides the UFC and Hollywood for martial arts. So nobody actually even knows what it means. I always get faced with this report when they come in and they tell me about the history of martial arts. And I'm like, oh, you mean history? So you mean when you watch Chuck Norris or when you watch Bruce Lee? Because I know you've never been to a martial arts event that wasn't called the UFC. With that said, you know, wrestling's a very good base, but at the end of the day, there's some wrestling, but they've all had to transform and do some other stuff too. You know, Jose Aldo, I don't think ever had a wrestling match, you know, and he's a fantastic fighter. GSP is the best wrestler in the company, and he doesn't even own a pair of wrestling shoes, so second best. And I said, did I call him? You guys know what I meant. You guys know what I meant when I said that, right?